The sky looks calm at first glance, a pale stretch of blue above a quiet battlefield. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. But hidden high above the ground, almost invisible to the naked eye, a Ukrainian drone is already moving into position. Its electric motors hum softly as it glides forward, guided by operators who are watching everything through a live video feed. What happens next will be over in seconds, yet the impact will echo far beyond this single moment. On the ground, the situation feels very different. A Russian helicopter patrols the area, flying low and steady. Helicopters are powerful tools in modern warfare. They can move quickly, strike hard, and disappear just as fast. Crews rely on speed, maneuverability, and the belief that they can spot threats before those threats can reach them. But this time, that confidence is about to be tested in a way few could have imagined just a few years ago. The Ukrainian drone keeps its distance at first. This isn't a reckless rush toward the target. It's a calculated approach. Drone warfare is not about brute force, it's about timing, positioning, and patience. Every movement is deliberate. The operators study the helicopter's flight pattern, its altitude, its speed, and its direction. They wait for the perfect window, knowing that one mistake could mean failure. From the helicopter's perspective, the sky appears empty. Traditional threats like anti-aircraft missiles or heavy machine guns are what pilots are trained to watch for. Small drones are harder to detect, especially when they blend into the background of clouds or sunlight. The helicopter continues forward, unaware that it is already being tracked, its fate decided by a machine that costs a fraction of the aircraft's price. As the drone closes in, the tension rises. The camera feed shows the helicopter growing larger in the frame. The sound of wind rushes through the drone's microphones, and the image shakes slightly as it adjusts its position. This is the moment where everything has to go right. The operators hold their breath, fingers steady on the controls. Then it happens. The drone accelerates, diving toward the helicopter with sudden speed. There is no warning, no time to react. In an instant, the drone reaches its target. The impact is precise and devastating. The helicopter is struck mid-air, and the explosion that follows tears through its structure. Flames burst outward, and debris scatters through the sky. For a split second, everything feels unreal. The helicopter, once a symbol of power and dominance, is now falling, spiraling downward in a trail of smoke. The camera feed captures the chaos as the aircraft loses control. Gravity takes over, pulling it toward the ground below. When the helicopter hits the earth, the explosion sends a shockwave across the surrounding area. Dust and smoke rise into the air, marking the end of the engagement. The drone, its mission complete, either loses signal or pulls away, leaving behind a scene that will be replayed and analyzed countless times. This moment is more than just a single strike. It represents a dramatic shift in how wars are fought. Drones, once seen mainly as tools for surveillance, have become frontline weapons capable of taking down some of the most advanced military equipment. The cost difference alone is staggering. A helicopter can cost millions of dollars, while the drone used to destroy it may cost only a few thousand. That imbalance changes everything. It forces militaries to rethink their strategies, their defenses, and their assumptions. Air superiority is no longer guaranteed by having faster or more expensive aircraft. Even low-flying helicopters, designed to avoid radar and missiles, are vulnerable to threats that are small, agile, and hard to detect. For Ukraine, moments like this carry huge symbolic weight. Each successful strike sends a message that innovation and adaptability can level the playing field. It boosts morale at home and shows the world how technology is reshaping modern conflict. These drone teams are often made up of highly trained operators working under intense pressure, relying on skill rather than sheer firepower. On the other side, the loss of a helicopter is not just a material setback. It affects morale, logistics, and planning. Pilots become more cautious. Missions are delayed or cancelled. Resources must be redirected to counter a threat that didn't exist in this form not long ago. Every flight now carries an added layer of risk. What makes this kind of footage so powerful is its clarity. Unlike traditional battlefield reports, drone videos show events as they happen, from a direct point of view. There is no dramatic music in the moment, no narration, just raw reality. Viewers around the world can see how quickly modern combat unfolds and how little time there is to react. At the same time, these videos spark debate. Some see them as proof of tactical brilliance and technological progress. Others are reminded of the human cost behind every machine destroyed. A helicopter is more than metal and fuel, it carries people, training, and lives. Even when viewed through a distant camera lens, the seriousness of that reality cannot be ignored. Still, there is no denying the strategic impact. Drones like this force changes on the battlefield every day. They push innovation forward at an incredible pace. Countermeasures are developed, then quickly challenged by new drone designs and tactics. It's a constant cycle of adaptation, with each side trying to stay one step ahead. As you watch this Ukrainian drone destroy a Russian helicopter, you are witnessing a snapshot of modern warfare. It's fast, precise, and unforgiving. It shows how technology can overturn expectations and how control of the skies no longer belongs exclusively to large, expensive aircraft. This single strike will be studied by military analysts, shared across social media, and remembered as another example of how the rules of war are changing. And somewhere, even now, drones are already in the air again, operators watching their screens, waiting patiently for the next moment when history will unfold in just a few seconds.